Oh, that's going back quite a long way now, if I'm honest. I've been in lighting for a long time, probably over 30 years. When I started working with EGLO approached me when I was working for the largest lighting manufacturer, which was Massif Lighting at the time, which later became Philips. And I took on a position working for them, covering the whole country for film sales, which was a great job, enjoyable. Got me to go up and down the country, meet lots of people, and we just developed the business from there. So we grew, we brought on more people, more sales staff. And then at one point I decided I moved on to self-employment with EGLO. So I became my own independent salesperson. I ran my own company as a director for quite a few years. And then 2, maybe 3 years ago, I started speaking to Steve Derbyshire, who's the managing director here, and we saw the way everything was changing in business. Business was changing, the way we were developing was changing. Brexit had made big changes to what we wanted to do. And a part of our thought process in this is we needed to bring our own UK offices, our own UK warehousing. We needed to develop what we were doing. So he offered me the position here as UK sales manager with a view to develop that side of the business. And that was 2.5 years ago. So I think, in the time that I spent here, we've done a lot of things, changed a lot of things, and I think it's working to the better. Interest to hobby. If I get any time for interest to hobbies, is very good, I suppose. But I get, I like walking my dog. I've got a Labrador, Dexter, so he gets to be walked quite a lot. I've recently taken up clay pigeon shooting, which is good. Good fun. On a weekend, go with my friends and do that. I enjoy that. And I still keep trying to play a bit of golf, but my golf is just appalling. It's terrible. It's the worst thing I could possibly do. So I need a lot more practice, but I need to find a lot more time first. So we'll get there at some point. I think my favourite one with a good story would be the townshend range. And the townshend is essentially a piece of wood with some wire wrapped around it, which is not the way we look at it, but that's the way it could be construed. But at the time, we had a young designer working at head office. As you know, we manufacture and design all our products, and he came up with a design for the townshend. And at the time, the senior management team looked at it and went, well, that's never going to sell. There's not going to be a chance that'll ever work. But they stuck with it. I mean, they let this designer put his design together, manufactured it, put it into the market, and it's now one of our top selling products. So I think that full range is probably why it's my favorite for how it's been perceived and how they let him go ahead with it and just make something that nobody believed in. So I like that. Okay, that's a big question again. The way we work here and the way our sales team work, we work on a sort of consultative basis. Sales is a dirty word sometimes, but I think the way we like to work, our goal is the same as our customer's goal. Both of us just want to sell more lights. That's what we're here to do. And the way we do that is to listen to our customers, listen to their requirements, find out what their needs are, and then see if we can meet their needs. The benefit of being with EGLO is we had 10,000 SKUs. We launch 900 new products every single year. So we can always find something. We can always find a gap somewhere to help our customers to build on what they're doing, to the point that we now do home living, home accessories, fans, everything else you can imagine. There's always a way we can do it. So yeah, my sales team and I, we like to listen, and I think that's probably one of our strengths, and I think that's how we can help our customers. Sales is a tough job, and true sales now, what is sales? I don't know. Again, it's not the way it was. It's not the way of the wolf. That's not the way it works. But at the same time, there are certain things that we need to be ready for. Look for opportunities at all time, I think. Be ready to change course, change your direction, believe in what you're doing and move ahead with it. I always remember actually Jordan Belfort, which is Wolf of Wall Street. He always said to be a good salesman, you just needed 3 things. You need to be sharp as a tack, you need to be enthusiastic as hell, and you need to be an expert in your field. And I think that's still valid. And I think those are 3 points that, as a salesperson, you should have. But I also believe you need to listen. I said about the consultative, and I think listening and understanding is a big part of it. There's a big point that says you've got two ears and 1 mouth, and you're supposed to use them in that sort of order. So, listen twice as much as you speak. So I hope that answers your question.